Ocean thermal energy conversion. The oceans cover a little more than 70% of the Earth's surface. This makes them the world's largest solar energy collector and energy storage system. What is Otec? Otec, or Ocean Thermal Energy Conversion, is an energy technology that converts solar radiation to electric power. Otec system is the ocean's natural thermal gradient, that the fact that the ocean's layer of water have different temperatures to drive a power-producing cycle. The oceans are thus a vast renewable source, with the potential to help us produce billions of watts of electric power. The cold, deep sea water used in the Otec process is also rich in nutrients, and it can be used to culture both marine organisms and plant life near the shore or on land. However, it is very promising as an alternative energy resource for tropical island communities that rely heavily on imported fuel. Otec plants in these markets could provide islanders with much needed power, as well as desalinated water and a variety of mariculture products. How does it work? Warm water is collected on the surface of the tropical ocean and pumped by a warm water pump. The water is pumped through the boiler, where some of the water is used to heat the working fluid, usually propane or some similar material. If it is cooler, you can use a material with a lower boiling point like ammonia. The propane vapor expands through a turbine which is coupled to a generator that generating electric power. Cold water from the bottom is pumped through the condensers, where the vapor returns to the liquid state. The fluid is pumped back into the boiler. Some small fraction of the power from the turbine is used to pump the water through the system and to power other international operations, but most of it is available as net power. Benefits. We can measure the value of an ocean thermal energy conversion, or Otec, and continued Otec development by both its economic and non-economic benefits. Otec's economic benefits include this: helps produce fuels such as hydrogen, ammonia, and methanol. Produces base load electric energy. Produces desalinated water for industrial, agricultural, and residential uses. And it is a resource for onshore and near-shore mariculture operations. Provides air conditioning for buildings, provides moderate temperature refrigeration, and has significant potential to provide clean, cost-effective electricity for the future. Otec's non-economic benefits, which help us achieve global environmental goals, include this: promotes competitiveness and international trade, enhances energy independence and energy security, promotes international socio-political stability, and has potential to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions resulting from burning fossil fuels. In a small island nations, the benefits of Otec include self-sufficiency, minimal environmental impacts, and improved sanitation and nutrition, which result from the greater availability of desalinated water and mariculture products. There are two different kinds of Otec power plants: the land-based and the floating plant. Land-based power plant. The land-based pilot plant will consist of a building. This building will contain the heat exchangers, turbines, generators, and controls. Warm water is collected through a screened enclosure close to the shore. A long pipe laid on the slope collects cold water. Power and fresh water are generated in the building by the equipment. Where can Otec be used? Otec can be sited anywhere across about 60 million square kilometers of tropical oceans. Anywhere there is deep cold water lying under warm surface water. This generally means between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Surface water in these regions, warmed by the sun, generally stays at 25 degrees Celsius or above. Ocean water more than 1,000 meters below the surface is generally at about 4 degrees Celsius. It would not be profitable to use an Otec power plant in the Baltic Sea because the average temperature is about 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. Advantages and disadvantages. Advantages. Number 1. Otec uses clean, renewable natural resources. Warm surface seawater and cold water from the ocean depths replace fossil fuels to produce electricity. Number 2. Suitably designed Otec plants will produce little or no carbon dioxide or other polluting chemicals. Number 3. Otec systems can produce fresh water as well as electricity. This is a significant advantage in islands or areas. Fresh water is limited. Number 4. There is enough solar energy received and stored in the warm tropical ocean surface layer to provide most, if not all, of present human energy needs. Number 5. The use of Otec as a source of electricity will help reduce the states of almost complete dependence on imported fuel. Disadvantages. Number 1. Otec produce electricity at present would cost more than electricity generated from fossil fuels at their current cost. Number 2. Otec plants must be located where a difference of about 20 degrees Celsius occurs year-round. Ocean depths must be available fairly close to shore-based facilities for economic operation. Floating plant ships could not provide more flexibility. Number 3. No energy company will put money in this project because it only had been tested in a very small scale. Number 4. Construction of Otec plants and laying of pipes in coastal water may cause localized damage to reefs and near-shore marine ecosystem.